Tim, how you doing, man?
Good.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
Welcome
much.
home.
Yeah, it's nice to be home.
So you did it 2014, 2019, to come back and see this kind of crowd out here. What a great feeling, I would think.
Yeah, it's a great feeling for the kids. I'm glad they get exposed to this and see that there are people that are celebrating what they did. So very nice for the kids. This will be a memory for them of many that they've had over the course of the year, but especially the last 3 weeks.
We were kidding about if you've got any rest. I guess you probably haven't had any.
No, not really, but it's all good. I mean, no one's complaining, and I think when you kind of invest this much time from a staff standpoint, player standpoint, you want to be able to enjoy moments like this, so it's all good. We'll rest later.
How's the reception been since the first time you came back in 2011 to see where how you built this program over the last 9 years?
Well, 19 doesn't happen unless 11 happens. 11 doesn't happen unless 7 happens. I mean, it's just an accumulation of people that put a lot of efforts into what we're doing. They create foundations, and you know, when I'm standing on the field last night and looking across the street, looking at Eric Bakich in Michigan, you know, without Eric Bakich, there's no Vanderbilt either. So it's like anything else in life. When you surround people with powerful personalities and caring personalities, and special things can happen.
Eric was so aggressive in the first inning last night, but only came away with one run. Did you kind of know at that point, you know, we got a good shot at taking this home?
Well, I think when Mason got out of the first inning, I thought that was very powerful for Vanderbilt, because when the first 3 hitters took swings and got on base, then it became, you know, we said, oh boy, here they come. And Mason being able to navigate his way through that inning and then pitch deep into the ball game was certainly the difference. I think when you look at Vanderbilt in this College World Series, I think you're going to start with our pitching. Our starting pitching was very good. Our offense got slowed down a little bit, but it wasn't all our fault. We faced some very good opponents, and you have to give them credit. But I just thought our pitching was, in this particular tournament, 2014, I thought our specialty was relief pitching. In this tournament, it was starting pitching, and they certainly did very well for us.
Speaking of pitching, Kumar gets most outstanding player. What has he meant to you guys on this run?
He's protected his team. I mean, he's pitched in moments where we needed someone to perform at a level where we had a chance to win and then survive and then go on. It's like an energy person, because what he did is he created moments for us so we could gain some energy and then continue it to the next game. He did that against Duke, and he certainly did it in this tournament right here. Special young competitor. He loves the arena of competition, and people like that separate themselves.
It's probably a blur after the game on the podium and talking.
Yeah.
You thanked Omaha, and then you quickly thank the Vanderbilt fans who made the trek out there. I know you don't take them for granted, do you?
No, and you know what, Joe? When people just drop what they're doing and get travel plans, hotels, food, that's a lot of money, that's a lot of time, that's a lot of investment. In order to do that, that's a special investment. And when people do that, I just, you know, I know it's for the kids, and I know it's to watch baseball, and I know they like the thrill of going to Omaha, but they don't have to do that. So yes, when people take time out of their lives to do it, it's just a special feeling. I'm very thankful and grateful, as are the kids and our staff.
With honoring the Everett family, did it feel complete with them up there with you?
That, you know, I was just glad they got to do that. That scar is really deep, and it will never heal, especially for the family. But the fact that they could enjoy that situation with us is it's some healing. It's some they've been very close to our program. They're very close to those kids. They're very close to our staff. They're godparents of our staff's kids, so we're very lucky to have them in our life. And if there's any positive that can be taken away from the loss of Donnie, it's gaining Teddy and Susan, and for that we'll always be grateful.
How about the memory of David Williams, too, winning this one for him as well?
Yeah, I mean, it was going through my mind. I mean, it was Gail, you know. When you lose your best friend in life, you know, and we never want to go there and think about that, but he was a big part of this program, and the fact that he did things financially, staff, allow us to grow. But he, I just grew closer with him as time went on. So I'm very thankful that we were able to do this in some way for Gail. Robert Harris, who both Harris brothers played for, he would have, I know he's smiling upon this. There were certainly some powerful spirits, and I don't want to get spiritual here, but I felt it. I mean, I just felt like there were some spirits who jumped on our kids' shoulders and kind of put us at ease in that environment last night. We talked about that before the game as well.
We're prone to hyperbole, but
Yeah.
I mean, some of the accolades that were coming your way and this program's way after the game, comparing you to Nick Saban, with SEC baseball compared to SEC football, saying this team's one of the greatest collegiate teams of all time for one season. We like to think we know you a little bit. You're kind of a low-key guy. Are you comfortable with all that?
No, I mean, I just want to stay in my lane. I just like driving my Polaris over to the field every day and just being a part of this and being part of you guys. I mean, these cameras, these microphones, I mean, that's a special benefit that we get because these kids do something special on the baseball field. I don't take it for granted. There's not a day that goes by since I've been here at Vanderbilt University where I think that I never take my position for granted. I just feel like I'm part of the university and I'm no different than the engineering teacher or anyone else. I'm just trying to do the best I can to represent the university to the best of its ability.
What's it like just watching the guys do the dog pile and knowing that the trophy's coming? I mean, what kind of feeling was it like for you?
It's the best. I mean, it's the best to watch kids celebrate something that they've worked hard for. And it came full circle for a lot of them. I've never seen a team stay in its lane, stay so consistent for this amount of time. The accomplishments are many, and I don't want to compare them to any other team. They wrote their own chapter, and for that they should be grateful and thankful and lucky that they were able to celebrate with one another and be a part of each other's lives. And from this moment on, I hope they continue to do so.